self-defense, wasting time, yet not a single moment. All I want is to take off this costume. I hear you walking through your empty room. Your shadows growing blue, whistling blue. Keep the lights off, lover. Spotlight undercover. Tell me there's no other, and turn the lights off, lover. Is it too much to want your attention? Even if we spin the mask into skin, all I want is to lock eyes with you again. All your red flags sparkle in the sunlight. All your games and you never wanna play mine. All I want is to look into your design. I hear you walking through your empty room. Your shadows growing blue, whistling blue. Keep the lights off, lover. Spotlight undercover. Tell me there's no other, and turn the lights off, lover. These days, all I see is everything you're not. Between those melodies, it's all I've been thinking of. Since then, the lines you left behind you, they cover every bit of this home. And these days, it's all I've ever wanted, it's all I've ever wanted to know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, it's not what I thought. I guess we got what we want. These days, all I hear are words that I forgot. And of those memories, I'd rather lose the light. Since then, the days are getting longer, but I keep getting lost in the snow.
A stream indeed. Hi. Down here. Not over on the right side, left side. Hi, welcome in, chatter. Thank you so much for first. Hi, Nemesis. Thank you so much for second first. Hope you're doing well. And hi, Mint. Welcome in. Big stretch. Small hardly. Not anymore. Hi. Welcome to today's stream where we are playing through Lies of P some more. But I can't rage because there's literally a cat 2 feet away from me and I don't want to bother them. That's the challenge of today. There's a cat to my right. Left. I know left and right. I know the difference between left and right. Don't ask me to repeat it though. Cause I just won't answer. You know? All right, let me pause this music. Without using your hands, you can use hands for... Wait, that's the wrong button. I'm off to a great start today. My sister has to hold up her hands and make an L to figure out left and right. I usually have it, but when it's days like these where I've been working for about 3/4 of the day, sometimes you gotta let me forget left and right, you know? And and I've accidentally already woken up the sweet kitty. I feel so terrible. So the thing is, she has kind of like a separation anxiety right now. Oh, you just got home from Barnes and Noble? What's that? What happened at Barnes and Noble? How could I? So the thing is, she's got a little bit of that, what's it called? That separation anxiety. Nice, your thing is back? Yeah, hi Chatter. About like $200 of books or 8 books of the last 2 days. Oh my lord. I mean, go off, but $20 a book? Books are $20? I usually just go to like secondhand stores. But welcome back to Liza P. I need more books in my life too. My reading list is like 36 books long. Oh my lord.
Harley, what are these attractive elven mothers in your area that you keep getting pamphlets about?
I can explain. I can explain. I can explain about the attractive elven mothers in my area pamphlet. I can explain about that. Why were you in my room in the first place, huh? Huh? You shouldn't have been in my room in the first place, Arya. Keep your nose out of my business. Looks 40, but is actually... Honestly, kinda, yeah. But should I summon Arya again? You're more than welcome to. You're always welcome to summon Arya. Whether she'll actually do it? Whole other thing entirely. When do you get the second Legion arm in the DLC? Is it in... It's either in the mines or it's in the Relic of Trismegistus or it's in the Frozen Wastes. I doubt it's in the Frozen Wastes because that's such a far section. First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft. All right, so we are at this is literally until the final fight. This is the hardest section of the DLC. I want to give Liza P a second chance? Absolutely do. Absolutely do. I would say it's my favorite game of all time. Oh my lord. But yeah, I get the whole being Soulsborne out. This is a very different experience to most Souls games, admittedly. Mainly because it doesn't hate you. Like, this first part of the DLC does hate you. Brutal honesty. My lord. I can't even kill it. Damn. But what if I hate me? That's unrelated to Liza P then. That guy's tanky as hell. It's actually, it's not that. It's that I am fighting that guy in an unintended way. Basically, you have infinite arrows in this game. You're supposed to go up to them and fight them. But I was too lazy. And so, because of that, he started regenerating after pretty much every other hit. That's the strength of those guys. They have virtually, like, they can regenerate from hits, is the problem. If bow doesn't work, use more bow, exactly. But if more bow doesn't work, use giant critical hitting Trident of Doom. Okay, I need to time this right. So this room, on its own, is the worst section in the entire DLC. Worst section in the entire DLC. In fact, it was so bad that when it first came out, they had to officially release an update making it easier. Nope. Because of all of these enemies. All of these enemies are just the goddamn worst. Just everything in this section is arguably some of the worst enemies in this entire genre. And so you just have to play really, really, really slowly. Because if you don't, you have to actually fight these guys. And that is the worst possible timeline. Okay. That guy in particular is the one that I'm truly scared of. But once his back is turned, it's basically a free run. We just have to play really, really cautious the entire way through. Because also, if you fuck this up and somehow die, everything respawns. Everything in that zone respawns. Also, that's totally not a boss arena, right, chat? That's totally not. Like, why would that be a boss arena? That's the least boss arena looking thing I've ever seen. Right? Kinda, dude. Like, at face value, it's if Pinocchio was a hot twink who killed everyone. But in depth, who is being referred to in the name Lies of P is actually Paracelsus, a alchemist and, like, demigod, basically. We are not playing as Pinocchio. Pinocchio is the final boss of the game. It gets weird. Like, if you look at it from a normal, I am a normal human being who only cares about this game from like a surface level, yeah, this is Pinocchio. And this is their adventure. If you look at it from a, I'm obsessed with this game to an unhealthy degree standpoint, like me, this is Geppetto's puppet, aka the reincarnation of the individual Carlo, and we are trying, no, and our actions lead to the end of humanity in Italy. But anyway, good thing there's no boss in here. Jesus, fuck! God, the tail attack. Oh, I'm dead. I'm just dead. Oh, never mind. The fucking tail attack. Yep. The worst... I sure hope there isn't a boss. So, this is widely considered the worst enemy in this entire game. I have met people who gave up on the DLC because of this boss. The DLC is the best thing in this entire game, but to get to it, you have to willingly fight that. I remember when I first played through this game, I finally beat that boss. Well, first played through the DLC, I finally beat this boss. And then just went, yeah, I'm done with the DLC for 6 hours. And went and beat the main game. And I missed. Yeah, just kill me. Actually, just kill me. Reset. It is a really... Wait, did you say earlier that you wipe out life in Italy? Yeah, you basically cause the next zombie apocalypse because you being deceived by Geppetto leads you to destroying the last defense against the zombie apocalypse. Did you have family in Italy like 200 years ago? And in this universe? Maybe? Well, then I have very bad news. They're dead. Okay. I love how this boss plays. I totally don't want to slam my fist through a table. So I actually tried to, multiple times in that attempt. Apparently this boss is just immune to the Cataclysm arm. A crocodile. I thought that was... If I can't do it once, how am I supposed to do it twice? Hi Jay, welcome back in. You know, after I learned about the horrible practices they do for, their, like, employees, I can't even make Nike, say Nike as a joke anymore. God, this stupid fucking boss. And I'm dead.
God, he's such a piece of shit. Every single one of his attacks are so poorly designed. And he eats 2 bars for that. Oh my god. I don't play Souls-likes because it makes me very destructive. I feel that. And I can't visceral it. The game just glitched. Okay, never mind. Oh god, I fucking hate that boss. Pretty sure it's usually the size of a quarter / nickel, but this is a big croc.
The size of that thing.
The game glitched a little bit, yeah. Channel your rage makes you stronger, yeah.
Takedown, buddy. Might I say you're pretty good at this.
That boss just doesn't work. At least it... Now we can play the game. Exactly. You also got Peak just yesterday as in the game, or are you like referring to a different game as Peak? Oh, played with... Okay, so you are referring to it. Peak is not really my game, but I'm so happy people enjoy it. It's a game that I don't really play myself, but I am so happy for the success it's received. Yeah, it's like... It's fun. That's amazing, Jay. All right, let's get some tea.
This zoo is my domain, and you dare disturb it with your troublemaking, your ructions, your mischief.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of my entire goal.
But abandon all hope of leaving here alive.
Peak is a very, very well-designed game. It's not for everyone. Forgot that these people just fucking... Yeah, they just body slam ya. Isn't it like $1 right now? I thought it was $1 right now. Like it's on a huge sale. Fuck you. Gotta love that arm. He's got a gun! And apparently can shoot through bushes. Puppets? Yeah. So we are fighting Markiona right now, who is... The game is like $5. I now have Peak. Well, I'm glad I could help you get that game. So... This is an alchemist who can control puppets. Ow. They hit like a truck. Perfect parry. You have to admit that was pretty clean. Motherfucker. God damn it, I hate this zone. So I wish I had like I wish I had a paint document online to make myself seem smart when I'm actually not, like pirate software. But the game, the DLC's difficulty is a V. Its hardest moments are this area and the last area. Schedule 1, that game fell off hard from my memory. I just distinctly remember after the first week hearing nothing about it again. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. Ha, they dropped their leg. Now they die. Idiot. Well, I'm dead. Motherfucker. I'm gonna lose it. I need a new weapon for this, I literally... What is KCD? I literally need a new weapon because my weapon cannot handle this area at all. And the bow's gonna do even worse. Gotcha. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Why are those bots built like it? Because they're built after their master, Markiona, who is hot as fuck. Like... That's kind of the... That's kind of their whole thing. Markiona is insane, selfish, and just... a nightmare. You are... Yeah, I will say... This zone is actually making me rethink my tier list for this weapon. For real. Because it's performing miserably. All of these enemies are too fast for you to use this weapon. I know it's like a base game sweeper, but I didn't realize it was functionally useless against DLC. That really sucks. Let me see if I have any good weapons for dealing with them. Throwing cell. Why block when gun go boom? Have you played Bloodborne, Jay? Because that is the perfect game for you if that's the style of gameplay you like. haven't, the entire parrying system is just one well-placed shot and you get a free super heavy attack against bosses. It's cool. And this is why using items is for smart people and is not lame. God, I could not imagine going through this DLC without throwing items. I would cry. I would cry so hard. Oh, and it also doesn't have regen. The arm doesn't allow regen. That's insane. How did this weapon go? Never mind, I take it all back. How did this weapon get through, like, drafting? It's so strong. And somehow the mini-boss is easier than every other enemy in the DLC so far. What the shit? What the hell? That was the mini-boss! That was supposed to be the tough one! At least we don't have to fight him again, I guess. Wait, what? Yeah, that was supposed to be the enemy that gives you the most trouble in this entire section. That's why there was a checkpoint right before them. Because they kick your ass. Or at least they're supposed to. I think they forgot the ass whooping at home. Just max aggro. Yeah, I understand letting items rot in your bag, but this game does a really good job of rewarding you for not doing that. In fact, it does a phenomenal job of keeping you from letting items rot. There's only a few items in the entire game that I would consider, like, not using. So these enemies have a mechanic where if they are getting overwhelmed, they block. But, counterpoint, if your weapon has a high enough attack speed where they can't get an attack in even if they parry you, you still just win. It's a win-win situation. If they block, they take more damage. If they don't block, they take even more damage. So, you know, do with that what you will. We are about to enter a really tough section. But luckily for us, this is the end of Chapter 1, almost. I think once we complete this upper ring right above us, we have ended Chapter 1, aside from the final boss. who, Markiona, she's tough. But if you can outpace her, she's probably the easiest chapter boss in this DLC. It's just a matter of how fast you can maintain tempo. If you can keep up with her tempo, you win. If you can't, better luck next time. And even then, if you have if you have the Spectre with you, God, it's easy.
Everything I'm seeing.
Oh, and this is peak gender.
belongs to a master puppeteer.
I want to be this one day. Chat, how do I become this? Headless and all. How do I do it? Oh my God. They decided to give her a lot of ass. Do you know, that wasn't even a part of it. But in the meantime, sure. Benefits. All right, let's play this and relax for a
This is
second.
a message for Markiona, my sadly not departed friend. Important matters brought me to your door. I am searching for my lost apprentice. And it should come as no surprise that I thought you or your other alchemist fiends had taken him. I hope you don't mind, but I made a mess of your lackeys as I passed through. If you do, consider it partial payment for what happened to my other apprentice.
Ooh.
As soon as I am able, I shall return to collect your remaining debt. Until then, take care not to die. From Leia, Florence, Monad.
Yo, it's her! She should have gotten an award for her voice acting. She should have gotten an award.
Okay, so we are definitely, absolutely, irrefutably in the past.
Really?
Unbelievable. The Leia Florence. She's the one they call the legendary stalker. Story is, she went missing a long time ago in Krot, as it happens, but here she is, still building the legend. And between Markiona and Leia, I know who we're siding with. We still don't know why we're here, but maybe we're here to meet the legendary stalker.
Maybe we're here to become the legendary stalker. No. This DLC was such an honest fake out. When you first play through it, you have no idea what you're dealing with. You are... At first, I rated it super poor. I thought this DLC sucked because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought the gameplay was fire, but the story was lacking. Until you realize that you are literally following in the footsteps of the person. And that this is the light. You are basically doing light work. In an attempt to catch up with Leia Florence Monad. She is that good. Oh, you see, that's why I've been struggling so much. The reason this DLC is so hard is because this is stuff that Leia Florence Monad couldn't be bothered to deal with in her own time. She's so good that all of this is easy to her. And we're just, like, trying to keep up. But anyway, very hot woman. Alert. If you like hot women, this is the game for you. God, she's pretty.
I was told that murderous puppet had
Hi,
come to call me.
Flamin'. Welcome in.
So who is
Jeebus!
this handsome guest standing before me?
Ma'am, you're the one that's handsome. Can I look like that, please?
It matters not.
You see, I don't like the head. Everything else is complete, like, my perfect gender. Except for the head.
You belong to me now. You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
So technically there are two bosses. However,
None who enter this greenhouse may
brutal
live
honesty,
their lives.
you're not here to fight the puppet. And fighting the puppet is actually extremely dangerous.
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way?
I don't know how that didn't hit. Come on. Alright, let's beat her up. And this is phase 2. And we haven't even used an item yet.
You impudent little puppet, to push me this far.
Well, perfect. Actually, this is exactly what we want. We want the Spectre to take all the damage.
Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure.
Oh, shit. It's just me now.
Enough! Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die!
Oh, shit. Come on.
Who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Yes!
I had no rival beyond Leia.
That would have been death.
Have been the two of us, lost in a fight to the death.
Holy shit. Good fight. Did you see that, kitty? No, you're literally facing away from me. Dang it. The kitty didn't see. No. Oh my god, that...
We got a key from Marchiona.
My heart. My heart was going at 1,000,000 miles a second. Holy shit. And I think from here on, it's just going to be a bunch of puppets for the next, like, 30 minutes. God, the amount of damage this boss fight, like this DLC does in the first part of it is insane. I definitely recommend anyone who tries this DLC, but beat the game first. As cool as the weapons are, the rewards for not beating the game before beating the DLC are very little. And in fact, I would argue not even worth it. Lovely use of classical music. Absolutely amazing.
Friendly reminder I am in your walls.
Yeah, so's the blood artist, apparently. But, hey, at least we get a cool jacket out of it. One of the coolest cosmetics in this game. It's perfect for the firearm. God, he knows how to make a perfect portrait.
Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
You know, a little evil, just a little mean, a little malicious, a little fucking horrifying. The fact that they show you how the art piece works, how he was able to set it up, I think is what makes it truly haunting. It is at its most haunting when artwork like that, I think, is at its most haunting when you see how it works. Weirdly enough, it's why that works, but the painter analog horror doesn't work.
But I lost my shoes. I haven't replaced. I want to go. Please, I will wait.
Oh shit. Your thing behind you is gone? Yeah, I turned it off. Yeah, I can bring it back and remove it at will. Just like that. Yeah, I want people to be able to see the cutscenes a little better. Hi, Beholder! How are you? Switch Legion arm, we need a different— Hey! I can't be too loud. I can't be too loud. There's a kitty right next to me. I need to remember there's a kitty. I need to remember there's a kitty. No. No, you are all good. You are all good.
The Carnival Garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best.
Yeah, we have a kitty right next to us. I'm cat sitting while I stream today. So, for this section, what you're supposed to do is use sawtooth wheels to hit all these. However, you can just aim with this Legion arm. And it's so much easier. And it takes so much less time and so much less effort. It's a 37 degrees Celsius. It's January. It is January. That's horrifying. Oh, okay. Are you in the southern hemisphere? Not to dox what half of the planet you're on, but does that imply you're on the southern hemisphere? Yep, gotcha. Thank you. I just didn't really know. So I just wanted to know for certain. Hey, look at these guys. Aren't they so silly? I'm so glad that I can two-shot them in this playthrough. God, they're annoying. I need a carnival coin. I don't have one. What do you mean I don't have one? Illegal. Oh, hey, look, it's the chapter 1 boss. It's the boss at the beginning of chapter 1. That, you know, is super fucking easy. I sure hope they didn't overscale it for being able to fight in DLC levels. Well. Seems like they didn't. Boss rush? No. There is a boss rush, like, thing in this game called the Death Parade. It's really cool. I've never done it because I'm bad at fighting these bosses. But there are a few instances of chapter 1 bosses making a reoccurrence. No, base game bosses making a appearance in this game. That is one of 2 chapter, like, base game bosses that you get a rematch with in the DLC. It's really fun. I will use this one. Some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are. Not all, but a few. And because the first section was a carnival, they wanted you to be able to do carnival, like, festivities in the DLC. These 2 are bombs. Okay. No, I want to hit that. Me with Markiona. Okay. I think we already have enough, but I'm gonna fight to make sure. Yeah. That is surprisingly difficult to do if you don't have the right weapon. But the weapon it gives you is so funny. It's such a funny weapon. What is it? Scale? AD? Oh! That is S scaling strength. Hang on. Oh, and also if you sprint, it does more damage. I forgot to mention that. And then its core functionality is if you use one of its abilities, it automatically goes to max spin. It's funny. I like the weapon. Let's try this with this. Actually might be insane for a no special weapons run. Problem is you have to get like a quarter of the way through the DLC to get it. It does look kind of cool though. Kind of looks like a giant claymore. I like it. Almost looks like a flamberge with the little like ripple in the blade. Puppet Saber's handle. We're gonna reassemble this weapon with its proper form, and then we're gonna do, yeah. All right. Actually, we should store some shit because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use that. We might use the drill though. Not gonna use that ever. I just don't like that weapon. All right. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, Kitty? I think Kitty was having a bad dream. They made a little like, they made a little sound. Oh, they woke up and they just started purring. Chat, I'm too weak. Oh, you getting up? Okay. I am too weak. That kitty is so cute. Did you kill the malicious crocodile with malicious intent yet? Yes, on our 3rd or 4th attempt. Oh, they're eating food. They're eating food. Good for the kitty. Is there a picture of the kitty on the server? There will be after stream.
Call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
Whoa, Wackerly, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! How are you? For those who don't know me, my name is Harley. I'm a sorceress VTuber who likes playing games as incorrectly as possible. Today we are playing Liza P. Overture while I cat sit, so I can't rage at all. How was Sunhaven? I don't think I know that game. Welcome in, Wackerly. Welcome in, Ryan. How you guys doing? I don't think I know Sunhaven. Okay, we're gonna switch out our weapon so we can big wampus. They can't stop me. I'm skating. God, I love knowing all these visual glitches. Whew. Okay, so we just gotta gamble on the crit. They can't stop me from free skating. I have free will. How the Harley doing? The Harley's doing all right. Finally over my medical stuff.
only took, yeah, well, over the medical stuff is an over-exaggeration, but I'm finally no longer having to constantly go in and out of the doctor, and that's what makes me happy. Ain't it a bit late in the year for you to be wearing that? I mean, I'm not complaining. You look sexy. But like... Wild ad approaches. Oh no! I'm very sorry. If I'd known, I would have delayed it. I for some reason, just never get warnings. Alright, slam. And then jam. But yeah, we are at Carnival Puppets. We're just hanging out with the carnival. Isn't this fun? This is so much more fun than the apocalypse. I have pretzels. Oh, that's hype. Great use of free will. Just use the shotgun ability on a random... You better have shotguns after you rail me like that. After he shot on my back. After he came from behind. Rolled gold? What is rolled gold? Oh, is that the brand of pretzels you get? And I'm back. Welcome. Hi, Wackerly. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, medical stuff is over for the foreseeable future. And that's what I'm just living for at this point. The cat was underneath me and jump scared me to high hell. Did they remove one of them? Oh my god. Wait, that just clicked. They removed some enemies from the DLC. Yeah, you excited for Pathfinder? You bet. Awesome. I cannot believe it. This section wasn't all that bad. Why did you remove characters from this part of the DLC? Wait, no, there were 3 kangaroo. Oh my god, they removed items from all of Chapter 1. They removed characters from all throughout Chapter 1. So I played this game literally 3 days after this DLC came out, and 100%ed it the same day. They removed enemies to make the first section easier. Like, respect, but this part wasn't the bad part. Why do you still have the rock-throwing gorilla at the zoo? But you remove... They just removed a lot of ranged characters, I realized. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Look at this view. God.
This place was prettier and happier back in the day.
Whee! Cornelius is one of my favorite characters I've ever gotten to play with in a campaign, by the way. Too high, let me down, let me down. Shotgun. We'd like to take a moment to announce that. Oh! All our puppets keep blowing up. Oh, hey, there's the zoo station key. That's where we need to, that's what we need to do to get out of here. Scout TF2 is silly, so true. So true. Scout TF2 moment right here. Nice try, Tiny. How about next time try a salad? Oh my god, the horse saved me. Uma Musume was right. Hashire, Hashire, Uma Musume. The horse saved me. You saved me. Why? Monkey. Half moonstone, that's literally worthless to me. Dunk. Dunk. I absolutely love it too. There's a game that I play with an item called Rotund Horse. You throw it out and it goes around. What? The hell? Hang on. I want to try something. No. You can't do it like that. Maybe we don't cheat this time. Holy shit, she's cooking? Holy shit! Holy shit! Yeah, I know the horse you're talking about. What the hell? Hi, Nor. Hi! Yo, somebody contact Aegis. We almost have a full almost have a full session ready.
I have chosen instead to simply look upon this ruined world from this grand little... But the situation really... Well, you've stumbled. Either way, when you're ready to... No, you...
Hi, Nora.
Royal Flower tea set. That's great. God, this music.
Since I've been working, there was no... Hilarious. Always happy to make it.
Hi. Guys, this music makes me want to cry. This music makes me want to cry.
The stage is set. Now, the eldest, step right up.
Okay, so the fun fact, there's actually 2 things that you get from this section. If you have a carnival key, you get a full moonstone of the Covenant, which is one of the rarest items in the game. But you noticed earlier, I got an emote called Tap Dance. This is my talent. And it gives you a different emote and an amulet. It's really cool. Dunk. There's so many little secrets in this DLC, like you figure out that Watson most likely killed Sherlock Holmes and then went insane with an obsession to a singer. After joining the Stalkers, you find out that, like, the reason the monster in chapter 8 doesn't like you is because you fought it in the past and almost killed it while it was a child? Oh, yeah, I can see that. I still haven't gotten around to Black Myth Wukong. I really want to play that game.
Hello? Is someone there?
No. If we don't move, she can't hear us.
Hello? Is someone there?
There's nobody tap dancing in front of you. There is no one. Gotta do some post-stream stuff. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Hello? You there? I hear you. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me. It's not supposed to be. Do you see a painting on the ground?
If you do, I will go Happy Nuts in Mandarin. Absolutely. I've been meaning to play that game since it came out.
Since losing my sight, this piece has given me courage. I'm sure you would love to hear my story. Once, I was a high-ranking alchemist, with a dream and a purpose. I dedicated my life to the cause of human evolution. Unfortunately, I suffered an accident in the laboratory. The incident damaged my eyes. I could no longer work. But the accident turned out to be a blessing. Stumbling in the dark, I found a painting that revealed the path of truth through art. What do you think? What do you see when you look at my painting?
It's amazing! Yeah! It's absolutely beautiful! It's not a worn down easel.
But I see the path I must walk.
She's literally blind. Chatter.
Dark, cold, and isolating place. However, I am attuned. I tread the path.
Fun fact, you can actually get her paints and she will paint a new painting. It's cool. But now, it's time for the most important thing. You guys know Neil Newbin? He's in this game. You want to meet him? You want to meet Asterion? Oh god, this game is so pretty. This game is so pretty. Yeah, let me just gaslight a blind lady. That's the best way to summarize this game. Hey, look, the tram that's attached to the Hotel Krat, we can actually finally use it. What the hell? Oh, did you see the kitty? And it's a baby version of the kitty you meet in the base game. Which means this was actually only a couple of years before. This is only a couple of years at most before the base game. It's not even like a 20 years ago thing. It's maybe like 10 at max. I will say I do look sick as fuck.
Hotel Krat. I know, I still can't believe it myself.
And that's the courtyard that we fight in? There's some beautiful paintings throughout the room. What's this? What's this? An upgrade car. I kind of do wish this game forced you to stay in the DLC until you got to Hotel Krat. I think that would have been very, very interesting. Welcome to Old Hotel Krat. Still in repair. Oh yeah, we still have to give the shoes to the girl. Found out that this year the last millennials will be turning 30, which means after this year there will be no more millennials in their 20. I guess I'll be cooked in June. I am of Gen Z, and even me in a different generation hearing that is like, oh.
Oh, you found my shoes. Thank you. Rizora is so happy.
Fun fact, Rizora's voice actor is the same as us from Baldur's Gate 3.
I can go anywhere. I can go back to the Rose Estate. You gave me back my freedom. So here's a present for you. No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rizora. I'll go to the Rose Estate now.
And let's see the drawing. Rizora is one of the most depressing things in this game. Her storyline is really, really sad. Hold on. Every time I start stream, I get a million questions. Alright, why do I always get a million messages while I'm streaming? What the hell? Hang on, no, I gotta... He hit that! He hit that shit! He hit that shit! I cannot believe I got the timing on that. I cannot believe I got the timing on that. I can hear the kitty snoring right next to me. This DLC may just be perfect. I'm not gonna overhype it, but like this might be the perfect video game. Welcome to the tower. Thank you so much for the follow. I do have anonymous follows on if you want to make yourself known by all means. Otherwise, hope you enjoy your stay. Oh God. I woke her up. No, I got too feral and woke her up.
Too busy to talk right now, or ever, for that matter.
I lost my follow until now? What? Have you not been following until now? That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, let me see. Card game recovery. Max gold coin fruit. We're actually running out of shop items, so... But that's actually really funny. No joke. I thought for the last 2 weeks you were just on vacation or stream break. No. So Twitch actually does randomly make people unfollow. That is a real thing that can happen. And it's why I always tell people to like not freak out if they lose followers while streaming. Hi, chatter. Thank you for the goob. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, admittedly. I know the YouTube one is also real. It's weird. I'm calm. I'm calm. I am normal about this video game. I am chill. I am amazing. Why did you have to play it during the pretty music, Nora? The rock rolling one? That was like a month and a half ago.
Red hair? Why didn't... If I may ask. A helper? Yes. She simply said she had... Perhaps she's gone to... There's a reason they say... Perhaps you've heard the tale of the blood artist. Just one of the monikers of a murderous puppet that targeted only the upper crust of society. It was a dreadful affair. Many a stalker tried to apprehend the blood artist, only to die by his blade. But he was no match for one.
There's a difference between mischief and chaos. Gotcha. Thank you for the update.
The stalker the blood artist in single combat.
But I'm glad you are an agent of mischief. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And she goes by the rather pedestrian name, Leia Florence. Though most everyone just calls her by the loftier moniker, the legendary stalker. Romeo? Never heard of him.
Do you like his mask? Because I think it's cool. It's a snail.
The legendary stalker's young apprentice, I suppose. He could be the reason.
His forehead is just a giant snail, and I kind of love it. You're not in the Discord? What?
Year is it? Are you under the influence of some strange medication? You may well want to study the provenance of your petrification cure. A word to the wise, don't trust any medicine that an alchemist doesn't hand to you personally. The Monad Charity House. You've heard of the Rose Estate. If you're looking for... Well,
Did you get hacked or something? I don't know. I'd be kind of scared to meet somebody whose spirit animal is a fucking snail. Well, you'd be right in this case. He's one of the last boss fights in the game. I think he's the second to last fight in the game. And he is tough. Yo, what you guys rolling for? Kitty! You know what? While we pet the kitty in game, I'm gonna pet the kitty in real life. I'm sorry. I immediately pet your head. It was the closest thing to me. Yeah, I know. You want to sniff my hand every time before you actually let me pet you. There you go. She's such a cute cat. I caught her the other day laying in the same position as Adam in the first Man painting, and it was so funny. But I'm an agent of shenanigans. Am I evil? Am I chaotic? Only time will tell. And we got that golden seed the last time. So we can plant it.
We planted the seed, but I wonder what'll grow from it. never seen anything like it. And it could be a long time before it sprouts.
Fun fact, this is the area you exit in Chapter 5 to get back to the base game. Like, to get back to the starting area before you start Chapter 6. And it has the best cosmetic in the game. Hands down. There's literally no better cosmetic. Look at this shit. It's tough. I feel tough. I feel buff. I feel bold. I feel old. I would wear this in real life, without question. All of the cosmetics in the DLC are just so good. Letter delivered to the garden. It's been safeguarded even before the Alchemists of the Isle came into existence, but I digress. I suspect history may bore you, so let's proceed directly to business. My conditions are simple. Regularly secure all gold coin fruit in this carrier. While I'd prefer to receive the gold coin fruit myself, I cannot delay any further as there is someone I must find. If you ever need something, simply place a gold coin fruit into the carrier. One last thing, you are free to open and access all areas, but do not open the doors that lead to the basement. Do not forget that this agreement, established before our transaction, remains non-negotiable. I look forward to our future transactions. Giangio. It's not G, it's Giangio. Oh my god, I almost got a place of my own, but on a random whim I decided to search it before I signed the lease and jump ship fast as fuck because it had several critter issues. Oh, jeez. What is something absolutely evil that you saw that you cannot stop thinking about? Probably the people who, like, who righteously dox people. It's insane. It's like, it's so funny, but it's valid when, like, somebody calls people horrible things on the internet and they just go and figure out what their job is and tell them all the things they said on the internet so they lose their job. I think that's funny. Since the DLC is set in the past, it would be cool if certain things done in the DLC could change things in the main game. Yeah. It's almost like that happens. That plant only grows after you're done with the DLC and go back to the main game. You can get a present for the cat that if you put it on the cat in the future will be wearing it. You can set up a bunch of cool stuff. It's awesome. You do affect the future when you play the DLC.
Let me indeed. You're lucky to find me in a place such as this. A rather uncouth stalker simply dumped me here and left. As a merchant, it is quite frustrating being stuck here inside this empty hotel. Collecting me. Just imagine. Or had they endured imagining others?
Okay, I cannot. The song is so loud.
It is quite frustrating being stuck here inside this empty hotel. I beg of you, regale me with news of the city.
Somebody took Lego stepping to a new level by 3D printing a prototype Lego where they made the Lego pieces spiky. No thanks. I'm good. I'm very much good. That's a full level. In fact, that's a level and a half. I gotta hold on to that.
As a merchant.
Trade rare ergo. Increases stamina consumption and damage for normal attacks. Or Death's Talons. It's such a cool weapon and concept. In practice, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Like, it's cool, but it's so bad.
Don't worry, I would never do that to you. I wasn't, I was kind of assuming that you wouldn't. I was kind of assuming. Level up. Level up. Level up. We're gonna need a lot more capacity by the end of this DLC. Oh, and we can't get the Red Fox's amulet. Oh, that sucks. We can't get our access to the Red Fox's amulet.
No! No!
To the damned geezer known as the head of the workshop. We are still friends, so I'm writing you in that spirit. The tour is finished without trouble. The best part of it was visiting home again. The child also liked his father's hometown best. He'll make an excellent pianist, you know, unless he follows in his parents' footsteps and walks a more technical path. Whatever lies ahead, the only thing about which I'm certain, he needs his father. Of course, I hope poor Camille finds peace. We all miss her, Carlo most of all. He needs you, Giuseppe. He's a splendid boy. If he resented you once, he understands now. He wants to be with his father. You can't lock yourself away forever. Please, return to your family. A less civilized woman would have wrapped this letter around a cannonball and fired it into the heart of your damnable workshop, but I am civilized and serious. The child awaits you. Please choose wisely with your heart. Sincerely yours, Antonia. This page of the letter is in a different handwriting. My dearest Antonia, I'm truly grateful that you continue to care for my son. Please invoice me for all tour expenses incurred and you will be fully compensated. Sincerely, Geppetto, head of the workshop.
That boy got trauma. That old man got trauma. Traumatized old men. Usually that's a symbol of being hot, but in this, it's a symbol of being a traumatized old man. I know, crazy.
I wonder if this arm is gonna be good against Arlecchino. I've never tried it before. Welcome to the Zelator underground facility. It's majorly unsettling.
Leia Florence Monad. What the heck?
I guess? It's happened again. This section is terrifying.
Did you hear that? Could that be Leia?
Nope.
No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died. Even if she died. Here's hoping it's got nothing to do with this deeply disturbing alchemist facility.
Welcome to the underground. How are your balls? If you wanna look around. Give us your balls. This enemy is so weak. Oh my god. Forget they hit like trucks. Holy shit. Yeah, because the other way is a door, and we just have to walk through the... For being a new status effect, they do a remarkable job of making sure it's not too annoying. Like, it can get frustrating, the freeze status effect, but all in all, they definitely undershot with it. And considering if they overshot with it, it would have been the worst experience in this entire game. I am very happy that they undershot. Excuse me. Whew. What the fuck? When does sheep get in the tower? What? How did a sheep get in here? Who invited it in? I bet it was Delphine. Delphine would be the type to bring in a sheep. Delphine would bring in a sheep. Temperance would probably bring in a whole horse. That was a goat because you're the goat? I'm the goat that's in the tower.
Chat, say something funny.
Okay, chat, spotlight's on you. Say something funny. You gotta make a joke. It's your time to say the funny thing. What's the difference between a skeleton and... Well, you win. That was funny. And mildly horrifying. But funny nonetheless. You win. Well, there wasn't really a grand prize, but, like... Pretend there was. Oh, shit. This still DLC? Yeah. We're not going to be doing anything but DLC today. That just means you're not using enough accelerant? Oh god. Yeah, we are underground. This is underneath the... I heard a fucking regenerador. I thought I heard a regenerador. Oh my god. I remember when I first played this section, Demi made me show off my game library and figure out what games were woke or not. How are goats and children similar? They both scream for no reason. Well, that wasn't just funny, that was also true. My lord. Dunk. happened there? We all saw that, right? Go home, physics, you're drunk. Guys, I figured out a new tech, corpse launching. Wait! I just realized these fuckers move like the Archbishop. Those guys are programmed to fight like the Archbishop. That's actually kind of scary. What's the Tenacious Amulet? This is shock and break effects. That's actually really important in this DLC. Oh, I can't hit it from there. Ha! 69 damage. Do you know of a game called A Hat in Time? I've heard of it. I've never gotten the honor of playing it. If you killed me right there, I would have started tweaking. Is this a puppet prison or a corrupted prison? A corrupted prison. Specifically, a corrupted experiments prison. We should play A Hat in Time together? Maybe, yeah. Somebody give me an explanation of what the game is like.
Fell to the legendary stalker in a single blow.
Just because I don't know anything about it.
Control would explain all the chaos here.
Oh. You know why I'm taking so much damage, chat? I'm using the starting armor. Ever played Super Mario Sunshine? No, that's on my to-do list. That's on my to-do list. Playing, I want to do a Nintendo month at some point.
No! Spare me. She was... Look, think. I tried to kill her. The legend herself. Twice. Good thing I failed. Failed twice. I never could. A stalker. We came in with Veronique. But it wasn't right benign. It is. I've seen. Help me! Spare me. I've seen. Help me!
You can't even hit him. Couldn't kill him if I wanted to. Well, it's a collect-a-thon platformer. Very lighthearted, very funny, lots of fun. I'd love to play that then. I'll have to get it first, but yeah. Master who betrayed the truth is no master at all. A church that has betrayed our trust is no friend of ours. We shall bear the light that illuminates the desecrated path of truth once again. We shall deploy all forces from the Zelator underground facility. Until we return, defend the coolant control room and deal with any intruders. No one must breach our sanctum. Go, defeat the enemies of the truth. Do not stop until the path of truth is realized. Awaken, evolve, ascend. Our immortality is inevitable. That's from Simon Manis. Let me know when you do Nintendo month. I think it will be in 2027, admittedly. It will most likely be in 2027, because I am gonna need to do a lot of preparation. Oh, that's cool. Let me quickly... We'll probably still be friends by then. You better be. That's a threat. You better be. You better be. Alright, switch Legion arm. No, we want to upgrade the claws. Big, meaty claw. We don't have any moonstones. Oh wait, there's a shop here. You can buy moonstones. Damn it, Moon.
Give me a second. My bones are crunchy.
Oh. Pixel has achieved circle. Gamers, Pixel has achieved circle. She's such a good kitty. She made a... Am I gushing about the random about the cat that I'm taking care of? Yes. Is it warranted? Absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna switch to big fuck off sword. No, I'm not. We're 2% away. Oh my god. I can fight for 2%. I can fight until I get 2%. That's a good analogy. Which would win? The Master Sword from the Legend of Zelda series or the Blades of Chaos from God of War? I have an important question to ask about, the Master Sword. Has the Master Sword ever killed Ganon truly? Like, yes, it's killed Ganon. Like, it's defeated Ganon. Has it ever gotten rid of him? Heckin underscore... It won't let you find Heckin underscore Harley? What the shit? And probably never will. Okay, so then we have to ask the question... Boo! Hi, Toxic! Welcome in on YouTube. How you doing? We come to the question of, is Ganon stronger than the Greek gods? If... It's gotta be an underscore between Heckin and Harley. YouTube is very specific about that. At least as far as I'm aware. But hi, Toxic. How you doing? It's good to see you. Woo, 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 woo. Well, I can't hit those from there. The @ for smaller channels? Gotcha. Thank you, Toxic. On YouTube, you have to specify the @ Well, hopefully I'll become a bigger channel and you won't have to specify the @ right? Here comes the flood. What? That didn't stun them? Now they're stealing my money. Where's my money, Brian? you're gonna have even more content to watch soon, chatter, because I'm making a full YouTube video that's coming out Thursday. Yeah, found it, but YouTube chat won't load. I feel that. Case in point, hi Wackerly, hi. Welcome over on the YouTube side. I will say, oh shit, my YouTube video hasn't been edited yet. Aw, valid. Boo, it's loaded now. Everyone's over on YouTube now. Brutal honesty, I think this is the most activity I've had on my YouTube side of things ever. Thanks! I pretty much don't know how to edit anymore. Yeah, I used to use... You're on both. Would you guys like to hear something embarrassing about my editing history? Until, like, 3 months ago, when I did the Sonic badly translated video, I used Microsoft Clipchamp for everything. Yeah, YouTube has some weird chat stuff. It's not the most optimized thing. Where clock in tower? Where in clock tower? What is happening? Why am I getting puzzles in my chat? Honestly, yeah, Toxic, I feel that, I feel that. Woo! I have found DaVinci a lot easier after getting used to it, you know, over the course of a year and a half. I haven't gotten to Castlevania either. Don't judge me. I have so many games I'm yet to play. I have so many games I'm yet to play. I just keep playing Liza P. Nyeh. Heh. Heh heh. You still have 360 days, about 360 days this year? So true. Okay, we keep... Yeah, this is probably the toughest enemy in this area. Until you get to the actual, like, boss bar mini-boss. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and now we lose. Fucking hell. So every time he hits us, he applies shock, which makes everything harder. God, he hits like a fucking... He hits like a fucking truck. I genuinely just have to keep doing that attack. If I want even a chance at beating him. Because he is not an enemy I'm supposed to be fighting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Not just any truck, a fucking truck. Oh, whoa. I got used to the old layout, then I set in my PC and downloaded it again recently. I got confused on how everything works. Can't seem to get the different audio tracks to pop up from the video recorded. I think what you have to do is unlink the audio. I want to get into streaming, but I want a VTuber. The problem is my character is still in the design phase. Start with the PNG tuber. You can always change it up. You can always change it up. Start with a PNG tuber. Use that to get started. Oh, Pixel, you getting up, kitty? Okay. And then make a VTuber after you know what you like about your design and what you don't.
Anyway, it has to be for a cure. How else could they justify such horrifying deeds?
Oh, she's eating food. Good for her.
I forget what we saw, but I can't.
Level up. We're so close to a level up. And now we have to fight Veronique. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a matter of starting. You could always use something like Vroid Studio for a free 3D model. Exactly. Wasn't my cup of tea. So I designed my own VTuber model, but yeah.
Veronique? She sounds completely insane. Leia could be facing off against her this very moment. But I bet we can help her. Let's hurry.
Yeah, there's a lot of customization you can do with, Oh no! I'm dead. Fuck. This section's tough. I started without any on-screen presence, then got a PNG tuber model, then a full live 2D. Exactly. You can start anywhere. I made my... I've said this before. What even is this section? Climbing downward. I started with a PNG tuber model that I designed a week and a half before I started streaming. I had a completely different model, and then I made a new one a week and a half before I started. Completely redesigned my channel. 2 weeks before I started streaming. Oh no. That was too close. 2, 3, 4. But yeah, like, drawing takes practice, and so does figuring out what works and what doesn't with a VTuber. God. If I showed you my initial sketches for my VTuber, have a good night, Flamin'. If I showed my initial sketches for this VTuber model, it would look nothing like it. It almost looked Disney compared to the one I currently have. Did we get bad RNG? No, we didn't. Wink. Uh-oh. You good, buddy? I don't think he's good. I don't think he's doing okay. Alright, well take care of yourself. Yeah, have a good one, Toxic. Thanks for hanging out. It was good seeing ya. We're probably gonna go for like 2 more hours, maybe. Depends on how tough how much this boss kicks my ass, admittedly. It's literally dependent on how bad Veronique is. Because Veronique is the brutal honesty, the wall of this. I just don't use my Twitch account often. Same goes with watching streams. I feel that. I feel that. I have a hard time, even as a streamer, watching other people's streams. It's not the type of content I watch. I usually watch like hour-long documentaries. Or Super Mario Odyssey at this point. There's been a lot of Super Mario Odyssey in my feed. Oh god, it's time. Who's ready to fight the craziest lady? The final boss of the DLC, not even close, but very tough. My 2 most valuable pieces for advice for people who want to stream. 1, start now, improve your stream as you... Give me a second. I am not getting the right thing. Right. Stream as you go. Network with other streamers. 1 above your weight class streamers who are established but small enough you won't get lost in the crowd. Exactly. Going now. Take care, Toxic. Nah, she's not the final boss. She just sucks ass. This is where we die. God, she can do that. Yep. In case you can't tell, I don't like her. I'm dead. Yep. Sweepers, it's a group of humans. Yep. She's so cool. She's so cool. And then she does one-shot combos that make you want to rip your spleen out. And you're just like, oh yay! I totally deserve to die there. Yep. You are the reason for the collapse of the sweepers and the bastards. It's pretty funny. Is there any leader of humans we don't fight? Leader of Hotel Krot. The leader of Hotel Krot we don't fight. Actually, we should go to chapter 9 for levels. Or DLC. DLC might be better. I don't know. DLC enemies aren't giving that many points. We don't fight the leader of Hotel Krot, and we don't fight the leader of the Monad Charity House. Those are the only 2 groups of people we don't actively fight. Because we are a part of them. Let me try a new mask. That's cute. Donkey. Why did you do that, pumpkin? Oh. Outlast Trials. I have no idea what that is. The DLC doesn't have closely packed enough enemies. Multiplayer Outlast game, huh? Yeah, take care, Wackerly. I will make sure to accept that. Thank you. Yeah, bye now. It's actually fun, especially with friends. Outlast never really appealed to me just because it's a get chased simulator, kinda. When you boil it down, it does kind of become a get chased simulator. And that's not something I'm the best with. A PvP mode? What the heck? What's going on, Pixel? What you doing down there?
Buy some.
Oh, you just want to go back to sleep? I feel that. Did they remove Vanini's urgent tool repair kit? I swear to God, if this cat... Tell what to fuck off kindly? The cat? Kitty! You invade people playing the game, so it's like Dark Souls? That's actually kind of funny. We're never gonna need an advanced crank. That cat is so ridiculous. They just tried to climb up onto my desk and accidentally, in their attempt, started spinning the spinny chair that they're on. They have the seed. I don't know what that means, admittedly. I only just say Dark Souls because Dark Souls is just the, like, overarching combat system for Elden Ring and Bloodborne. What is this? This is the base game. We're going back a little bit to farm. This is chapter 9 of the base game. Enemies target the invaders as well as the player. Gotcha. Dunk. Perfect. No more crystal. I'm gliding. I'm gliding on him. Ha! He fell for the oldest trick in the book. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. And then he died. Good game. Dunk. How did that work? How in the hell did that work? You have a knife and want to go about shivving the people that are naturally playing the game. That's so mean. Dunk. Boonk. And since we didn't take the frozen feast, we don't actually get that interaction. Dang it. All right, now let's go backwards. Because we cleared out everything here aside from the stuff in the house. And the stuff in the house is not worth the difficulty of fighting. We want to get like 10k, 20k. Pretty much a whole level's worth of points to go do this. Because if Veronique is going to fight dirty, we're going to fight even worse. Which some of the recent ones for those also have invasions too. Gotcha. What is Sniper Elite? One of my like people I share my Steam family with has like 5 of them if memory serves. They were mid-attack, means they take even more damage. Which is such a ridiculous feature. It is not fair. The upgrades on this arm are just feel intentionally like, hey, you want the perfect weapon, right? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That sounds like fun. Like, genuinely. Dunk! Dunk! 3, 2, 1. Gotta let him approach a little bit first. That's insane. Kind of in relation to that, have you guys heard about the game Romantic Relationships with Stalin? Demi keeps bringing it up. What a statement. I don't know that one. God, just being able to walk through this entire section and do singular charge attacks makes it so much easier. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Malum district. Is she snoring again? I'm gonna turn her back towards me just so I can keep tabs on her. There we go. The chair turned away. The chair turned away. She doesn't want... Existence doesn't want me to see the kitty. They're against me seeing that cat. What the heck? I'm gonna be very cross. Should have reduced item prices. Forgot about this guy. 12, that's 3 attempts. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright. What's our plan here? It's perfect guard while guarding. That's really good, but that's not really what we need right now. Coolant control room. We're gonna throw items and we're just gonna try to stun lock her. Because hilariously, that's just her biggest weakness for, you know, being... oh my god, there's a hair in my eye. For being a ram... Her biggest weakness is getting stunned.
My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
Okay.
Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in! Not for them.
God damn. Okay. Okay. Pretty much, yeah. Fuck. Motherfucker! You piece of shit! I'm sorry, kitty. What the hell? What in the hell? She was dead. I'm going to switch Legion arms for this. Yeah, what the hell was that BS? That's the reason that I think the mini bosses in this DLC suck. She just wins occasionally.
For the sake of Kron.
She just wins. And on top of that, her weapon isn't even available. She doesn't even qualify as a stalker boss. Still not worse than Lawrence? No, God. Trying to compare anything to Lawrence is like trying to compare a stomach ache to getting your nails ripped out and covered in salt. Also, she just hits at any range. Interesting choice. Gotta love the boss whose entire gimmick is they hit at all ranges. Ripped out horizontally or vertically, whichever hurts more.
Don't lose reason, Veronique. Don't give up. Don't give in. Not to them.
God.
For the sake of
This fucking boss just is kind of designed to make you hate it. They keep going, oh yeah, we have a stalker boss for you in the DLC. And then every single time, the stalker boss isn't a stalker boss. It's some weird amalgamation intended to be overly overtuned.
this is where we die.
They're just overtuned to high hell.
What did your drugs do to me? Don't lose reason, Veronique. Don't give up. Don't give in. Not to them.
Also, the other thing about that attack is even if you parry it, you still get status effect buildup, which makes no sense.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
Oh god. And yeah, it plays like shit. It sucks.
Forgive me. I did terrible things to you. That drug, their cure, it twisted my mind.
I will say,
I put you in danger. I'm sorry. Please.
the lows,
Nothing must leave this place. This cursed lab. Those cursed beings.
the lows of this DLC hit so much lower than they should, but the lows of this DLC are still not as bad as the lows of like Soulsborne games, normal Soulsborns, because there's always going to be an option to cheese every boss.
Created from the legacy of the ruins. The two-faced overseer.
Also, why is her weapon not available?
It cannot be allowed to live. Do me this wonder. She did pass through here. We were right. I die as I lived, without regret. Remember me, Veronique of Grant.
Like, I just wish she didn't have the fire effect. If she didn't have the fire effect, she would have been such a cool parry check. But even if you perfectly parry her moves, you still get fire damage on some of them. And so it's not well designed. But the vibes of the fight, cool. The concept of the fight, cool. The two big issues are just her weapon. Yeah, like, the fact you don't get her weapon is bonkers to me. Because the whole point of Stalker fights is every one of their weapons is obtainable. Unless they're planning on releasing another DLC where you can get her weapon. Which from what it looks like, they're not. They just missed out on the coolest strength weapon in existence.
Veronique fought until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
I see you're doing swell.
Doing the best I can, Arya. Like, why can we not pick up her weapon after that fight? Very fair point. It's just, it's interesting. It's a choice. Also, why is this section... There's a lot of odd choices with this section, but I'm okay with most of them aside Veronique. The odd choices being, why did they give us an infinite HP ally for the two-faced Overseer when Veronique literally got nothing? Why is this zone overall easier than the fucking starting zone? Just a lot of weird questions. Yeah, the Overseer is just the easiest boss in this DLC. I've never lost to the Overseer, even in New Game Plus. Want to know a dumbass tech for him? Absolutely. Bro, they growing weed in here? I didn't know Krot was in Colorado.
Strange people in such a strange place. I smell blood on you. But interesting. It's the blood of alchemists. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies. Let me get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object belonging to the legendary stalker at the zoo.
Alajoro, the real one, yeah.
This object. This is a photo of Leia and her two apprentices. This locket does belong to her. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. I'll trust you. For the moment.
He's so hot.
My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy. Nor Leia's. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. Stay and rest a while.
I 100% believe that, Dino. Who is the guy we killed earlier in the game? Majoro the puppet. No, the parrot. He took over Alajoro's place after they had a disagreement.
I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is wreaking torment upon Krot.
The arm of God.
The immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved the remains of the ancient warrior that was protecting it, and conducted vile experiments on their finds. These experiments have yielded results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. I must stop this monster before they unleash it upon the city. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. Blow it if you find the two-faced
It's
Overseer.
only staggering the Overseer that makes the red phase go down. Gotcha.
I'm just someone fighting against the
I
alchemists.
I feel like the Overseer's already easy enough.
Identity to protect the person most dear to me.
Eugene?
I can't rest until I finish investigating the alchemists. If you're open to it, I would like to ask for your assistance. Legendary. Leia probably hates that title. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil, murderous puppet.
Ooh,
A great title such as that comes with
I think I've seen that video before. I need to I didn't know they made a DLC version.
Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her since she has lost an apprentice once before. Would you like to ask me anything more?
Yeah, do I look familiar? You know, like the Lost Apprentice from before?
Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. But he went missing. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Being the legendary stalker does make you. Leia maintains several places along the coast that I'd seek her out in that area.
Gotcha.
Take a look at this. This tree. What could it possibly be?
The bitch using the puppet in tandem? That is Marconia. I love her.
What plans they have for it?
Yes, it is, chatter. You're catching on.
The Rose Estate.
It is a bit crass, I will say. But I understand it.
Mere rumors, really. That an underground tram, if true, the tram. If you find the Overseer, be sure to blow them.
I'm horny. Sorry. And also, since the cooling is done, we can go back and get a certain weapon that I really like. Is this continuing on, or is this an item? This one's the item. Is the horn the infinite health ally you mentioned? Yes, it is. So they advertised it a lot with the coming of the DLC. A system in which the I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase it. A system in which you wouldn't just use specters for boss fights. You would use actual characters. Actual characters with specified movesets would come along and assist you in the boss fights. The problem is...
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Well, now I can't say it because I'm flashbanged. Oh, right. This weapon's useless now. How dare. But... according to the, No. You're all good. You're all good. How dare you, DP. But because the lore of the game, these guys can't die, you can just press X when they run out of HP while you're right next to them, and they'll come back to life at full HP. Yeah, exactly. You have to make them immortal, or you have to make them, like, cringily step out of the fight. A kind of OP mechanic that was added to the DLC of this game, where 2 bosses just give you an infinite health ally. Yeah, you do have to manually res them, but it takes 1 second. And so if you have the, like, lower stamina while sprinting upgrade, you just leave for 5 seconds And they're doomed. No, and they're back up. You just run away from the boss for 5 seconds and they get back up. Yeah, the final boss and the two-faced overseer have this mechanic. But nobody else. Yeah, no, don't say their name. Don't say their name. We want to wait until that time arrives. Which, by the way, they have the best fucking voice acting in... I would argue that that voice actor deserved Game of the Year for best voice actor this year over Claire Obscure. That was their first role. No, it's still just the first DLC. It's still Overture, the first DLC. Yeah. But I 100,000,000% believe that... What the hell? Where am I? That this voice actor deserved, like, a nomination for Game of the Year. For Voice Actor of the Year. That's how good of a job they did. I think they did better than... I think they did better than Claire Obscure's all of its voice acting. No, yeah, I already did beat the DLC already, but that was half a year ago, and now we have a lot of new people who don't know anything about the DLC. He has a fucking snowblower! I thought it was a good idea to give him that. La Vendetta. That's what this weapon is. Woo! Chatter, there's a person named Chatter in chat. It's really funny. But it does get confusing. They're the person with the purple text, as far as I know for the color of the text. It's funny, but it's also kind of confusing. Oh, here we are. Oh, we have some left over. Might as well burn it. Oh my god! Holy mother of Christ! Do you breathe, bro? Yeah, that was not the Overseer, but... God. You sure he ain't the boss? Because he thought he was. He really did! He was so scary. 13 noteworthy figures in Krat society are believed dead after a cruise ship belonging to one of the individuals capsized late last night. City officials inform us the excursion aboard the ship was part of an educational tour meant to give us dignitaries a full view of Krat's history, culture, and philosophies. They further alleged that an immediate family member of the head of the workshop union was among the fatalities. That's our mom. Attempts to contact the organizers of the fatal excursion have failed, and so far they appear to have disappeared without a trace. While the families of the victims seek answers, city officials have designated the next 2 weeks an official remembrance period. Publish without redaction, and make sure to keep that reporter out of the loop. Oh, is this the booster sword? Kinda. It's the spinny sword! Woo! And what makes it funny is that blade allows you to turn any weapon into any blade into a spinny sword, including the Manic Pixie wheel. Pinwheel. I don't know why I forgot what those were called. I don't know, I just imagine like evil fairies using those as like buzzsaws. What makes it even funnier is this is a blunt weapon. You bitch slap people with it. You don't slash them, you bitch slap them. That's not the booster sword, though, that you're thinking of. That is at the end of Chapter 3 of the DLC. Which I'm gonna be so for real, I don't know why that weapon is so late in the game. It deserved to be the first boss weapon you get. It's pretty damn close to a perfect weapon. Yeah. Hello? New Game Plus? Nah, I've already beaten this entire game on New Game Plus too. This is a new game because I think it's more fun. The DLC kind of loses all of its splendor in New Game Plus. It really sucks. Goddard's art supplies? No, I mean the weapon being for New Game Plus. It kind of is. It definitely kind of is. Yeah. There's also 2 other weapons that are definitive reasons to play this game on New Game Plus at least once. Proof of Humanity is a giant fucking pair of scissors that you can split into 2 long swords. And you do backflips and shit with it. To be honest, swap it in the bow. That's not insane to say. That is not a crazy statement. But another thing to say is, according to the lore of the game, a complete playthrough of this game is 3 playthroughs long. Yeah. Proof of Humanity is cracked. Oh, those guys don't explode anymore. That's a huge change. They're learning from their mistakes. Yeah, it's called Proof of Humanity. And then the Charity House sword. I'm not gonna lie, DP, it really is. It really is. Hang on, I'm gonna quit to main menu and I'm gonna show you the Proof of Humanity on one of my playthroughs. It's really, really fucking cool. It is so cool. It is one of my favorite weapons in this game just because of how cool it is. The only difference is I have white hair in this one. Oh, that is the other weapon. Where is Proof of Humanity? So this is what it is. It also has a 30% chance to crit. And then its Fable art is that. And then its other Fable art doubles the rate in which you crit. I don't know how they thought this was a valid weapon to use. It's insane. %70 crit rate? Yup. Oh, and this is the other arm that we didn't get to use in the DLC. It is really fun. That's just a weapon that makes you into a Devil May Cry character. It's so true. This weapon's so much fun. Yeah, this weapon hits so hard. Let me go fight the... You know what? I'm gonna try 1v1ing the Nameless Puppet right now. I'm gonna try 1v1ing the Nameless Puppet right now. Let me turn this to something else. Are we slightly heavy? Okay, whatever. Damage to puppets. Oh, we already have that equipped. All right. Let's go do a boss march. Let's go fight the... Oh, this is New Game +1 and I still haven't done Chapter 10 on it. Because I've been doing the DLC in that one as well. I just play the DLC all the time. Oh, Survivor is such a good song. Boss rematch. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw it. Any news on the next game in the series? Apparently they're announcing something this year. If Kinyo is to be believed. And trust me, you will hear me screaming about it the day that the news comes out. Let's do it. Hi, big guy. Ooh, that was bad on my part. Get fucked! And that's phase 1. Well, as long as it doesn't come out in the fall, it should be a big hit for them if they do it right. Yeah, absolutely. God, this fight is so fun. This might be my favorite fight in the game. Yeah, I was stupid there. That was on me. Whew. And that is... And I think that's game. Did I parry that? And good fight. Yeah, that's the final boss of the game. I fucking love that fight. I love that fight so much. It might be my favorite in all of it. It's not Augur, Everdark Augur, but absolutely love that boss. Yeah. I'm just showcasing the power of Proof of Humanity. And that was just using Proof of Humanity, using its normal Fable art once. Chatter, that's Pinocchio. That's Pinocchio. You're all good, DP. That's Pinocchio. Like, the real one. That is the corpse of the soul that is powering our character. For full explanation. Yeah, that is the corpse of the soul that is powering our character. That is us. No, we are not Pinocchio. That is Pinocchio. We are Geppetto's puppet. And P is referring to Paracelsus, an alchemist. Yep, that is the corpse of Carlo. Because that was Geppetto's first attempt at turning us into a real boy, as it were. We got a moonstone. We got a dark moonstone. We got a dark moonstone. Yeah. You now getting why that final boss is so intense? Yeah. He was willing to do anything to bring Carlo back to life. Even if it wasn't really Carlo anymore. Alright, we're gonna go back to... Yeah. Also, the body wants to be human. Like, Geppetto programmed that body to hate us. It's creepy. The more you, like, look into the lore of this game, the creepier it becomes. And the more in love with it I become. Because, yeah, that's the mutilated corpse of Carlo, who is being told if you kill this random twink, you'll become human again. You'll become yourself again. And it's going ballistic. Yep. Pinocchio is such a horrifying boss in this game. Oh, and by the way, compared to the base game, the DLC is about 900% scarier. Like, I had to pause at a few moments because of how creeped out I got by the DLC when I first played through it. Like, it got too much for me. We gotta back away. Nope, never mind. We're good. This guy again? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. This game is scary as fuck. This game takes after its predecessor. Its predecessors perfectly, horrifyingly. Yeah, this is one of the weapons the alchemists have made and deemed, I guess, I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase it. I guess viable enough to be used as a weapon of mass destruction. Like, good enough is the best way to describe how they see that those guys. They're like, it's no two-faced overseer. It's good enough. He'll kill somebody. That poor cat has been listening to me yap for 3 hours straight. Let's go to the zoo tram station. Not so much scary, but absolutely dark and macabre. Wait until you see the walkie-talkie scene. The walkie-talkie scene, like, quest line, is one of the most horrifying things in this game.
And to think, thank you. Now, I can finally follow the path. I have very little to give in return.
Hey, I'll take it.
Now.
You know, walkie-talkie? The silly little thing that, is used to communicate at long distances? No. There's a new thing in Chapter 3 of this DLC, and it gave me nightmares after I first played it.
Oh, you know, the first workshop techs were master horologists, clockmakers from foreign lands. Their watches are as intricate as automated puppets. My duty as a collector is to preserve these youthful passions of the greats. I would...
Oh, hey. 15,000 for that shit. Absolutely, man.
Oh my, you found my bag. Thank you. It may look ordinary on the outside, but the inside is filled.
Yeah, you'll see it in a while. You'll see it in a little while.
In fact, I'm quite certain it contains items you may find well met.
There's another quartz. We do have 2. Charges Fable when a fatal attack is successful. That is a good one. That is a good amulet, I will say. We don't have any new rare ergo yet. The Two-Faced Overseer also doesn't count as a rare ergo boss to add on to things that don't quite make sense. It's weird. It's weird and odd and kind of dumb, but I get over it. I want Icarus! I want my Icarus back. I want my Icarus. I love that weapon. Add a second Legion arm. Oh, if we don't have Icarus, there's no point. Staggerable window. Chain guard. On pulse cell use. Add belt slots. I think we want to upgrade P-Organ right now. Perfect guard destruction. Charge stagger attack. Fatal art attack. Damage of charge attacks. Reviving. Auto charge Legion. Double the rate in which you auto charge Legion might be huge. I think we're gonna get auto charge Legion and enhanced charge stagger. Because we're trying to break guards of people. We're trying to break guards. Well, now we have 4, which means we have enough for our other weapon. We need 2, 4. Okay, so we do have enough. We do have enough to start upgrading this weapon. Oh, no, we don't. Because that's 7. I know math. I guess we could put it on the Royal Hornbow. I don't know. The Royal Hornbow always feels like cheating. It always feels like cheating whenever I get around to it. Whenever I start using it, I'm always like, am I cheating right now by using this weapon? Because it does break some basic mechanics of the game. It's not fairly designed. It's odd. All right. You can save it as a last resort. Exactly, exactly. Oh, I'm not set up. I'm not set up. Like, I kind of like the medium speed weapons in this game now. Level up. No, we want to switch the grindstone out of the grinder. honestly to fire, I think, because it counts as a carcass. I'm gonna quickly look that up, actually. Is the two-faced overseer a carcass? It's a carcass. Wow. That's a little odd. I don't know why I'm so surprised at that enemy being a carcass. This is freeze resistance, which is very helpful. It is a very helpful amulet. God. There's only 2.
I think our test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy. All right, now let's show this overseer who it's dealing with.
Right. This is such a cool boss. It's so weak, but it's so cool. Look at that.
So this is where you've been hiding, abomination.
It's so weak.
That looks dangerous.
Are there even 2 faces in the jar? No, it's because it goes from red to green phase. Whoa! I couldn't turn around. I couldn't turn around. It actually killed me. It actually killed me because I couldn't turn around. That's the first time that's happened. That sucks. Damn. Well, we're just gonna have to fight it again now. Oh no. I think they might have buffed it.
So this is where you've been hiding, abomination.
Ooh! Yeah, this definitely feels stronger than before. I'm sorry? Yeah, it's definitely stronger now.
The tide has turned in our favor.
Wow. I think they buffed it. Dino.
How repulsive.
I would not be surprised if they buffed it. Because, as you said, it's kind of pathetic. Yeah. You can still probably cheese it into never going red. And even after it buffed, it only took 2 attempts. I got another Moon Stone! I got another Moon Stone! Hey, dude. So, do you have the Eastern Dragon Sword, but, like, with the laser attack? Because that's not a base game weapon.
Victory over a dangerous opponent, but we have granted its soul eternal rest. May this creature which woke to misery find peace. You showed great skill during this fight. You must have had a great teacher. In fact, your fighting style reminds me of someone.
Tell no one.
Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to Hotel.
With a laser attack? Yeah, it had a beam attack instead of the normal combo.
You should head there as well.
I noticed it during the fight. Instead of having the normal Fable art that weapon normally has, it had a beam attack.
Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to.
Because he's built different. Literally, the entire thing is, he's just built different. Ooh, whoa.
I need more time. I'm coming, Romeo. I swear I won't be late. Not again. Not like I was with Carlo.
Is that a flashback? So it's unknown whether that's happening at the... whether these scenes are happening at the same time or a little bit earlier. It's really weird. Because some of the scenes definitely happened prior, and some of the scenes feel like they happen at the same time.
If it isn't the lad who stalks the legend. Are you hurt anywhere? So very glad to know you are unharmed, my good fellow. Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the Zelator underground facility. And Veronique, to think she met such a horrible end. We disagreed on nearly everything, but there was respect. And on her part, greatness, I must know. Did she...
She said nothing.
Claim her sanity and finally drive her mad. I am truly sorry to hear that. A heroic end, but such a tragedy. The Rose Estate. There was a tram here once, a long time ago, but it was deep underground. You can keep looking for it, but that tram to the Rose Estate's been out of commission for ages. I'd assume Veronique's Vanguard took it down for, permanent maintenance. But you might yet be in luck. If you're looking for a route to the sea, take this. This key was given to me by an alchemist before he expired.
Ooh, we gotta go check on that alchemist.
Secret passage to the coast. You can just pass the ruins of the tram station. You'll see an entrance. Not sure why I held on to it. This is, one might say, this place is where all the ergo we use comes from. But the alchemists found something else underground. Something so dangerous, most of them fled. They'd say, retreated. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working away. But that doesn't make it safe. Me? I had some things to look into, investigating this and that.
What would have happened if you picked the other option? You would have told him the truth. And he would know that that Leia is of great importance.
My rival? But was she a hero? Yes. And did seeing her lead me to self-reflection? Yes, it did. And as I reflected, I've learned...
Yeah.
I simply do not have the courage for, self-sacrifice. I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this coward's body.
How are things going?
They're going pretty good, Arya.
Oh, I've only heard rumors. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away. Now, I don't buy this, but my sources claim the discovery was alive.
Yeah. Yeah, Dino, you now know.
Perhaps that is why the alchemists seem to have cleared out.
So... yeah. Basically, he is obviously a villain. He is obviously a villain. He works for the alchemists and he's trying to, like, he doesn't hate us, but he does not want us to succeed.
It's really sad, but there wasn't any way to save him.
It is the jar. It is the jar. Oh, God. Hey, now I can wear the max armor. Yeah, fuck that. Exactly. That's what I mean by this DLC is scary. Oh, God. Yeah, I cannot listen to the soundtrack that questline gives you anymore without feeling creeped the fuck out.
You made it out of the underground facility. Speaking of which, I see you have an alchemist's cipher. Decrypting it should reveal what the owner is hidden. But it requires... If I might, I will take it off your hands. I can't offer anything in exchange, but if we share a common... Any enemy of the alchemists as a friend of mine. Let's unlock it and see what's inside. We're in luck. This reminds me of a tale I once heard about the ghost crocodile that haunts the zoo. Most people thought it was an urban legend, but I'd always found it troubling.
Oh no. Another crocodile. Quick.
7 out of 10.
I really want to go try that. Apparently it does actually work on bears. Apparently doing that does work on bears. In this game, using the play dead emote. It's not good, but like it's funny. And I like the funny option. Zombies. That cat has slept right next to me for 4 hours. Only getting up to eat food. That cat knows what it wants to do with life and it's doing it. My lord. Hey, look. Boop. Okay. Let's read this. The likelihood that the crocodile consumed human flesh is low. I found no human tissue or blood between the reptile's teeth or within its gular fold. The reptile's throat was free of fibers that human clothing would have left behind. Furthermore, the wound on the colonel's corpse is inconsistent with the bite of the crocodile. In light of these facts, it is unlikely Rex, the crocodile, killed Colonel Little. I conclude the incident was in fact murder. Should have known something like this would happen the moment they took an interest in the zoo. This note is read by someone of good and just character. Please reveal the truth to the world. In my cowardice, I cannot. This message gets buried away. I pray a great curse befalls those alchemist parasites. No, he really didn't. Okay. I wonder... so I watch a channel on YouTube called Sellsword Arts. I wonder what they think of the Lies of P. Rapier. I wonder what they think about blocking with it. Wonder what they think about the guy just going, nope. To a giant fucking axe swing with a tiny little blade. Actually, I guess they would say something about structure, probably, wouldn't they? Level up. Though there's also a cruel irony about it too. Yeah. In like a sad way, there really is a cruel irony to it. There are so many cool weapon combos, to be honest. Oh, right? Okay. That reminds me, we need to go grab a certain weapon that we forgot to.
Any enemy of the owl. You investigate. So, Colonel Little, to do something like this just to take control of this. I'm glad you revealed the truth.
The Whirlwind Amulet.
Any enemy.
What does that do again? Ooh, I like that one. It's very good if you're doing a dodge build. So like you'd combine that with the chapter 8 bosses, the chapter 8 boss amulet. So you can dodge fury attacks and get a damage bonus off of it. Yeah, for me what I do is let me go into storage really quick. What I do instead with the City Long Spear is I do the Tyrant Murderer Dagger's Blade. Because it has that same super high speed and rapid damage, but it has a 30% chance of critting with every hit. And also, its blade ability, much like the Proof of Humanity, doubles its crit chance. It is really effective. And then there's the there's the Drildo. One of the most interestingly, confusingly, really effective weapons in the entire game. it can do 75% of the nameless puppet's second phase in one attack.
It feels good. It is a brilliant feeling.
And it's really weird how well it works. It does... Basically, it is a combination of the Spear of Honor's blade and the... What's it called? And the Pistol Rock Drill Hammer handle. Reminder, this weapon is unupgraded currently. This is a weapon with 0 upgrades with DB scaling, off scaling from what we actually want it to be. Yeah, that one I've heard is very good. Excuse me. That did not hit me, fucker. Like, apparently it did, but I do not believe that. From what I've heard, this weapon is the best for Dex in the entire game. Yes, so that enemy is based off an enemy from Bloodborne who steals insight. And yeah, it's really, really annoying. But yeah, the Spear with Knife combo is considered the best Dex weapon in the game. And considering at a +0, it's handling Chapter 7 easily, I'm inclined to agree with them. You know? It's just because it moves so fast. Yeah, that is the pizza cutter. Like, it's not just me. That's insane damage, right? Reminder, +0 weapon. +0. No upgrades on this weapon. It just melts through everything like butter. Not to mention extreme range. If I remember correctly, its big weakness is... Yeah, it barely even blocks a third of... It barely even blocks a third of the damage from guarding, so you have to perfect. Yeah, honestly, it just requires getting good at parrying. Especially because you're already gonna want to be using the Arm of God amulet on it, which is so much weight. Weight is always gonna be an issue until you hit New Game Plus 2. What's going on, kitty kitty? Where you going? Going to get some more food? Okay. I don't know if you can hear the cat, but it's very cute. Switch the cube's wish stone. God, do people actually use... Did I grab it? I didn't grab it. The entire reason I went down there and I didn't grab it. We're trying to grab a weapon if my ADHD will allow me. If my ADHD will permit me, I would like to grab a weapon from this area. And then I think we're just gonna spend a little time doing some weapon builds and then wrap up. But hi Josh, it's good to see you. A weapon other than the pizza cutter, I'll take it, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, the pizza cutter... So I've been doing an advanced playthrough in my free time. Gods above, don't do an advanced playthrough. Oh, that was an alarm for me. Damn. Yeah, that's the magic stat of this game. Word of advice. Don't do it. Don't be like me. It's not as fun as you'd think. In fact, it's not even fun at all. It is... Yeah, the most fun weapons are the DLC weapons because they're not just, So, your first arcane weapon is in Chapter 2. Yeah, I got the weapon, chatter. Your first advanced weapon is in Chapter 2 of this game, and it sucks. Your second advanced weapon is in Chapter 3. Your third advanced weapon is in Chapter 5. And then if I remember correctly, you don't get anything for like 2 or 3 more chapters. Most of the advanced weapons are in chapters 9 through 11. Joke not intended. Thank you for hydration. So you're stuck with the same, like, 3 weapons until the end of the game. In the meantime, that's a rather explosive topic. Speaking of explosive, the arms you get are all basically the same arm, but with a different flavor. And they all aren't fun. compared to the physical arms. Like, I would like to ask you a question. Let me show you some of the arms. Would you rather an arm that does this? Just shoot some fire and occasionally can explode if you max out its upgrades. Or would you like an arm that allows you to take complete control of the battlefield, including doing this? Like, we repeat the question, why would you ever want to use... If only you could pull the enemy to you for combos. God, you know, I really wish that this arm could do that. That'd be so cool. Oh wait, that's the base ability of it. It also works on many bosses. Oh, there's even one more ability. You can bring yourself to enemies. Hi, Nemi. Thank you for the outfit change. Yeah. You can also grapple onto enemies and dodge to the left or right like you're swinging off them like a pendulum. Meanwhile, Pandemonium's upgrades. You can make it throw in a straight line rather than a horizontal one. It explodes a little bit. Meanwhile, Falcon Eyes. You can dodge into firing a rocket shot, and you can also combo your own rocket arm into another rocket arm shot. Or just a fucking shotgun. What does Aegis do? So it is a shield, but you can, like, it's basically a variant parry system using shields. It's pretty cool. I never got much value out of it because it's just not my style. Yeah, the game heavily favors physical. So I really hope they do a better job with advance in the next game. Because in one stream, in 4 hours, we have done more than my last 8 hours in my advanced playthrough. It's painful. It's truly painful. Surprising that you picked it over Icarus then? Okay, so I have 2 guesses for the Trials of Oz, as I am lovingly calling it. Option 1. It is going to be a magic Souls-like. A magic-heavy Souls-like. Almost like Hades 2 versus Hades 1. Or Dorothy's from Kansas. It could be a strength-focused Souls-like. I would be over the moon if Trials of Oz is still another Souls-like. They know how to do this genre almost better than FromSoft knows how to do it in recent history. I know it's blasphemy to say, but they're getting close to being on par with they're very close to being on par with Dark Souls. in terms of their Souls-like quality. I think they are one of the few companies I would 100% just take my hands off the wheel. They have promised they're doing a different style of game. I think they're doing a JRPG as well. Well, I guess would it be a Korean RPG because they're from Korea? Oh, right, Drildo. Sorry, that was me, kitty kitty. I'm sorry to wake you up. Yeah, they're definitely not, I don't think they're going to be locked as a studio. But I would encourage them to not stop making Souls-likes entirely. Because the Souls-likes they make are really good. I will play anything the studio makes. I believe they're called NeoWiz. Meet the Drildo. So this weapons build is really funny. What you do is you do this until their guard breaks. You use a certain amulet you get from the second to last boss, and then you do this on them. And it will do like 18,000 damage. Studio 8, thank you. Who's NeoWiz? Let me look this up. Who's NeoWiz? NeoWiz. I swear they did work on Lies of P. I think they're a publisher though. Yeah, they're the publisher of this game. Who made Lies of P? Round 8 Studio and NeoWiz are the joint developers. Yeah. If I remember correctly, they have a roguelike that I've had on my wish list for years from NeoWiz. But yeah, this is the Drildo. It can almost one-shot half of all the bosses in this game. It's really funny. I love every second of using it. It's so dumb. Do I suggest anyone else use it? No. Because it's not... You could just use something like this. Look at how fast it fucking moves. God. What do... Is that concentrate? Oh my god. Jesus! So for those who don't know, concentrate just is an attack up. So this weapon's Fable arts are each one crystal, nor each one Fable's art bar, and they increase your attack and your crit rate. Is this the best weapon in the game? Quite possibly. That might be the perfect combo weapon. Of weapon. But I will say I think this is my favorite in terms of design. I agree. I think balance builds just are going... Give it a little bit of time and the balance build is going to come through. So this is a weapon you can make from the two of the starting weapons in the game. It costs 300 ergo to build, and is immediately accessible upon getting the Enigma assembly tool. It has Concentrate as its first Fable art. It has a decently strong combo as its second. It moves decently fast. It's a very nice weapon. Did we get Squall's weapon yet? I don't know what Squall's weapon is. Costume. Oh! Forget we get that outfit. Ooh, that's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want to do. Which one gives us the eldest and which one gives us the... all black rabbit Brotherhood doors. Which one gives what? Okay, that doesn't give the one I want. Oh, that one gives the eldest. Gotcha, gotcha. So have a good lurk. Have a good lurk. So we'll go to the Zelator underground facility for that door. All right, we are going to be wrapping up here in a minute. I do want to let you guys know that we will be back Wednesday evening, wrapping up Night Rain with Kinyo and hanging out with Paz. It's going to be great. Like, this section, the Black Rabbit Brotherhood doors, might be the funniest thing they added to the game, and it's one of the best that they added. Because isn't the eldest's just... Oh, look at that. God, I want to cosplay somebody from this game. I would love to cosplay Geppetto's puppet. All right, let's head back to Eventide Hotel Krot, and then we're gonna raid out. Thank you, Pixel, for being such a good kitty and not freaking the fuck out at me talking for 4 hours straight. I really appreciate that. They were such a good cat. At exactly 13 hours of playtime, too. That makes it funnier. All right. If you are new here, make sure to drop a follow. We play a lot of Souls games on here. We will be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. The next day at 6 p.m. PST, I believe. Playing Elden Ring Night Rain with Posworth and Sly Fox Kinyo. In the meantime, be kind, be yourselves. Oh, geez, I have them unmuted. Be happy. We're going to raid out to envtuber. Make sure to copy that raid message. If you are new here and aren't a subscriber, when will you finish the DLC? Probably next week. I'm going to do like every week. I'm going to do a 4-hour session of Liza P. But in the meantime, be kind, be yourselves, be happy, and I will see you all next time. Bye now!